Both the old Headz podcast. Yo, we come from North States to the team at the Park Place. The old Headz podcast. Yo, from what's going on, it's job be a woman. The old Headz podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Old Headz, episode 138, man. Back in the basement, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Back in the basement, man. We got a great show today lined up for you guys. 10 questions this week, man. Last week, we did the 10 of our 10 favorite heels of all time in pro wrestling. This week, we're going to do our 10 favorite or 10 most underrated pro wrestlers of all time. And then, of course, we got to talk about the Chicago Bears, who right now I think might be winning the free agency race right now. And then as well, we're going to talk about the 3 teams that are crushing free agency, and then 3 teams right now that are not doing so well. Excuse me. And then, of course, Aku is on time. It's about time. He's here. So we're going to have Aku's Corner and a much more stuff, man. Old Headz episode 138. I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves. We're going to get right into it. Yiddy.
Yeah. It's your boy Aku.
It's your man Hendoji, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man who be smoking that stuff.
Yes, sir. Billy Vestless. That shit never gets old.
That shit hilarious.
But anyway, before we show, man, we talking about wings, man. What do y'all like, man? Do y'all like small wings or bigger wings, or you like the whole wing, like my brother B.I. like to cook his own wings?
Yes,
so how do y'all feel about y'all wings? It's a little off topic, but hey, let us know in the comments how y'all feel. Me personally, I'm a big dude, but I like them pigeon wings, man. Give me them little wings personally, but hey. But first, we gotta give sad news. R.I.P. to the Milwaukee Bucks legend Junior Bridgman, who passed away at the age of 71. This brother was an absolute testament to, and I think he's helped a lot of players in the NBA. As far as he didn't make a whole lot of money in the NBA, but he ended up becoming a billionaire, becoming a businessman. I believe one summer he actually worked at a Wendy's in the off season just so he could actually learn the business, and then ended up buying them, and then ended up becoming a billionaire after the NBA. So truly sad, man. 71 is still, I think, fairly young. So R.I.P., man, to the great Milwaukee Bucks legend Junior Bridgman. You will be missed, but you have definitely left an imprint on this world. And I know a guy like Shaquille O'Neal said if it wasn't for Junior Bridgman, he wouldn't have the business acumen that he has now. So R.I.P. to Junior Bridgman, to the family. We'll be praying for you at Old Headz. But yeah, moving right along. Excuse me. It's y'all first time checking us out, man. We always start every episode with Hendo's hot take. So, Hendo, what's the hot take?
It seems to be, man, the Bengals might be in some type of money/pick purgatory soon. They're draftedly inclined, I think, this year. They don't really have some big picks. They have some picks, but not none that's really going to make any devastating moves off back due to the talent of what the draft could be. It all depends. You can always work guys up, but given like if somebody's going top in the first round, doesn't seem like they're looking at that. Now they're kind of on pace right now to be seeing that they might be.
My fault, bro.
They might be.
I gotta try. I gotta try that. What's that? 1738.
On my son. Thinking about it, it was like, hold on.
I swear to God, that's his case. My fault, yo.
But the Bengals are pretty much set to spend $40 million just for 1 year on what they have with Chase. The other receiver who's on the other side, which would be T. Higgins, is set to be receiving $30 million just this year. So that's $70 million between 2 receivers in just this year. Not only that, but as of this year, Joe Burrow also is going to be owed $55 million just for this year. So this is $125 million you are paying for 3 people just for 1 year.
Is that after him restructuring his contract?
Well, this is what they're talking about, what the terms are going to be. This is what he's looking to get.
Good.
So they still have to pay both these receivers, But this is what they're looking to receive. If not getting this is where they're going to start having issues. So if you're really planning on retaining these two receivers, this is what they're asking for currently right now. And if we drip down, we're still talking about almost $100 million for 3 people.
What you
now,
saying
when
is
you're
they toast.
what you see right now, what you're talking about right now, there are whole NFL teams right now that have $125 million in cap.
They're gonna get some regular ass draft picks.
So what I'm saying
Regular
is,
ass dudes and be regular as hell again.
what you paying for 3 dudes potentially, you could re-pick up your whole defensive line. You could re-pick up a whole O-line. You could make a whole secondary damn near for the money you're spending on 3 people. So if this year is not a playoff push year, you guys have potentially wasted $125 million in 1 year for 3 players. Just think about that. Put that in mind when you guys think about what the Bengals are doing. Historically, coming off one of the
Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens historically has won that division, and Pittsburgh is always there. Cincinnati is on the outs whether they like it or not.
Cincinnati had a great year and didn't even make the wild card.
They
Who made the
always
wild
have a
card?
horrible start.
Pittsburgh.
They always have a horrible fucking start. But
But-
I don't know if they can tighten it up or not.
Cincinnati Bengals, this was a source 3 hours ago. Cincinnati Bengals finalizing contract extensions with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. It's looking like Jamar Chase will be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. And Higgins is expected to sign an agreement worth nearly $30 million per season.
Okay.
Now, mind you, they just had to release Trey Higgins is a defensive end, which made their defense top notch last year, better than what it was, and they had to release him in order to sign the offense. You have literally depleted your defense of talent just to sign these 3 guys. So unless you guys are playoff bound, you are really kind of fumbling the bag right now. You're paying these. I would sign and trade these niggas. I'm sorry, just to get some picks to get better. You're paying a lot of. Yes, these guys are good to great, but you can get more talent right now for what you're paying these guys. I would let them go to a team that really needs that type of talent, and I try to rebuild, because the Bengals, they need more than what they're getting right now. Let's be honest. There are some gray areas on that team, especially when they let Trey Hendrickson go. They let him release him. They didn't even negotiate a deal, and this was your star defensive end. Star.
How old
No,
is
no,
he?
he's still there.
They might have to end up letting him go,
Yeah, they might have to be.
because they're not going to have enough money to pay him.
As of right now, they're saying the Bills are on a trade for Trey Higgins.
That's what I'm saying, because they don't have the money to pay. So you're literally getting rid of your defense to supply an offense that wasn't even a top 3 offense last year. I don't think it was a top 3 offense.
How you feel about it?
I feel like shit. If you look at it for what it's worth, dollar for dollar, going on, you're talking about 125 million plus, right? Most average contracts of the highest players are probably 2-3 times that, 4 times that. Look at Patty. He got $500 million promised to him over 12
I
years.
think it was 4.
He got a half a billion.
But he also had proven success. He went to 2 Super Bowls before he even got that.
And then he restructured after that, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah, he
But he went to-
restructured after he lost a Super Bowl.
To get more talent.
Yeah,
That's smart. That's smart, though.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
longevity wise,
But
over
it makes
time.
sense to still get that same money and restructure, or more
Right.
money, just spread it out so you can pay more motherfuckers this year.
Right.
But now if
No, you got $450 million.
450.
10 year, 450 million contract.
45 a year.
So, like, if you think about it over time, all in all, those 3 good players are one entity right now. So that's one great player. You just got to figure out how to split the money up. Right?
See, the whole
So,
thing
now,
is
once
you're not going to have enough pie. What my man say?
No, like,
We have a piece of pie.
right,
If you take more piece of the pie, other people are not able to have this, and they will have lesser piece of the pie.
right.
What we're talking about is
Trying to restructure how big
they're
of a
not going to
slice you're
do
gonna
that.
get.
If they're fighting for a contract right now, you're not going to restructure a contract this year they're fighting for. You're paying $125 million to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
You need people on defense. You need a running back, and you need to kind of look at some of these O-line and defensive line pieces that you've already let go. That's going to be their problem. I can't throw you the ball if I have no time to throw you the ball. That's the fact. If I can't get you the ball and these play actions ain't working, I get it. So basically, you're getting $30 million, you're getting $40 million. for nothing. We're not winning games like this, and you're definitely not winning playoff games if your defense.
But we don't know what type of draft picks that they're going to receive.
It's not going to be enough to change the defense like that.
Nah, if
But
you
this
do,
is a hot take, ain't it?
yeah, but I'm just saying if you ended up getting somebody like a running back that's good, or picking up somebody that you didn't know for his replacement when you do let go of what's his name? Henderson?
Hendricks.
Hendricks.
But dude's a Pro Bowler though, right now.
But
that's
now, what happened if you get rid of him and you bring in a rookie, and that rookie becomes the defensive rookie of the year?
Because they don't have
that's still his type caliber.
But that doesn't fix the DBs. It doesn't fix the
but
lack of a running
money
back
situation.
But it doesn't fix the O line though, and they've had issues with the O line. That's been historically the year they went out to the Super Bowl. Arguably one of the worst offensive lines to be there. They'll tell you that. That's a stat. I don't even know how they found that out. Arguably one of it. That's why he got pummeled at this. And there's been great areas on this team other than receivers. We know that they can throw these motherfuckers the ball. What the problem is, you have to figure out one of these people to put your money in all the way. If you're paying a guy like Joe Burrow $55 million, you need to protect your $55 million asset. So you need to be trying to put some weapons around him. Now, getting them 2 wide receivers, that's good. But your tight end and your running back, tight end's decent, but the running game definitely needs to be addressed, and kind of some of that has to do with some of the O-line issues, though. There's just other things they need to address except dumping this type of money into 3 people on offense.
No, we all agree. That we suck. We should just let that go. This is a hot take, man. We can't be discussing the hot take.
True that. That's my bad.
That's a real ass statement too. That's a real ass statement too. Them motherfuckers trash.
I got asked
like all this in the wrong places about it.
Hey,
I'm gonna get the restructure.
That is very hot take.
This is bad.
Black fact of the week. Really quick. Did you guys know that Ethiopia and Liberia are widely believed the only 2 African countries to never been colonized?
Oh, damn.
The
I
only
believe
2
it.
African countries, Ethiopia and Liberia. And actually the oldest Bible in the world is actually found in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Super dope. So
That's
that is the black fact of the week, man. Black fact of the week. Moving right into sports, entertainment, news. Man, a little bit, just expound on that black fact, man. Start if you're gonna look at your phone, start putting away TikTok. And I ask everybody, man, just take 5 minutes out your day and just look up some type of black history. Because they are really in real time, really trying to take that away and erase black history. So it's really important to understand your history, to understand where you come from. We don't come from roots from Alex Haley novel. We come from a rich history, but you don't know that because you're not gonna find that on TikTok. So, man, get a book. Even if you don't want to get a book, man, get an audio book while you at work, and man, try to just, you know what I'm saying, just try to gain as much knowledge as you can, because they're really trying to take it away in real time. But moving right along, man. Sports, entertainment news. The Bears have been busy in free agency and are bulking up that O-line by signing 3 offensive linemen. How do you guys feel about our players we picked up? Who want to start?
Oh shit, that was probably the best move we could do in the offseason. There was 3 areas that we desperately needed, especially addressing one area I think I've been constantly playing about for 4 or 5 years, it feels like. Finally getting a real center. Just finally getting a real quality center in there. How we was going to attain it was going to be kind of the question. I didn't know if this was something we were going to pick up in the draft, which kind of had me questioning things, but we finally got somebody who's a decent center, who doesn't have a history of getting hurt, who just wanted his money and should look for somebody to pay him. He has a good quality of background and he's decent. As far as all the rest of the guys, these are just pieces that we need to pick up desperately bad, instead of going through this loop of Cody Whitehair and Ted Jenkins and all these guys and stuff, that just pieces that just really weren't working out, you know what I'm saying? So we finally got some good quality pieces, and we got some guys who were just high IQ on the line, long story short. So this was huge.
How you feel, Bill, about the players picked up?
Fire, and don't mind drafting. Don't mind drafting another one, man. Depth is everything, because this is football and motherfuckers get hurt. So shit.
Not only that, for longevity too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Longevity.
Still draft high on the O line.
How you feel, Stubbs? How you feel with the players we got?
Oh shit! I feel like it's gonna be a whole new culture shock. We actually have an offensive line somewhat. Shit, I say once we get those backups, we gotta be straight. Shit, I like it.
All right. Yeah, I really like the pickups that we got. Honestly, I think addressing that O line, I think that's kind of the advantage of having an offensive-minded head coach. We've seen guys like Andy Reid do it several times over. We've seen great coaches like Mike Tomlin can't seem to put together an offensive line to save his life. Exactly, Sean McVay. Surprisingly, whatchamacallit doesn't do a terrific job of that out in the 49ers. I mean, they've
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, Kyle. Surprisingly, he doesn't.
They was running the ball for a long ass time though. They weren't good with running the shit off the ball for years.
Yeah, but it's more scheme than anything.
Yeah,
like they have.
Jim Harbaugh liked to build up that old line.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh absolutely does a great job, but people forget because of Harbaugh's demeanor, they forget he's actually an offensive-minded head coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He definitely come off as a defensive guy.
Yeah, he comes off as but he's actually an offensive-minded head coach. So I mean, I really like what Chicago did. I was actually okay if we didn't get the center. I would have more or less liked us to go out and get T. Higgins. That's what I really want.
Why were you not so big on the center?
Huh?
I heard something about style of play as far as I think it was the center and trying to mesh his style of play with Ben Johnson or something. Something about him being able running.
I felt like it was more. We should have. Well, we got Rome. We possibly might keep Keenan Allen. We got what's the other guy?
Need more firepower.
And we don't really need a center. I figure if people saying stupid shit like calling people sweet face and then I want to take responsibility, I might as well say dumb shit too.
Damn.
I might as well say dumb shit too. That's a little inside joke for y'all. But no, I love it, bro. Getting the center, dog. You pretty much building up that old line from the inside out. I mean, I love our right tackle. And then, I mean, if you go in the draft, Kelvin Banks should be sitting there out of Texas. Even if he doesn't work out necessarily, you say as our left tackle, you can still have him kicking that inside, and then maybe Tooney did help Kansas City out playing left tackle. I mean, he wasn't terrific as he was playing guard, but I think them guys being interchangeable, I think is going to be key. So I think, man, shout out to Ben Johnson, man. If they don't want to go offense in the draft, I'm okay with getting another rusher. I mean, but I think for right now, I think they're doing what's best, and I think what's best is keeping Caleb upright.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, we saw what kind of happened to Justin Fields and not having a good offensive line. So, yeah, man, I love it. Should the Chicago Bears get another O-lineman in the draft, or is it another area we should address? If so, name a player you would like to see us get.
I already said O-line.
I said Kelvin Banks. I think he'll probably be there. The kid out of Texas. But if not, I wouldn't have a problem with us drafting a few spots down.
I think we should just stay with the O-line, to be honest. I can't. Everybody's keep talking about this running back, and it's just so hard. I watched this highlight tape so many fucking times, and it's just Gentry.
Ashon Gentry.
And it's
What
just
school he played on?
Boise.
Yeah, the one who didn't have a good game when he played the real guys.
Kansas State.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, that's just.
That's just what was being said.
Like
I said, I've watched a lot of his highlight reels, just his highlight reels. I watched his lowlights, and the thing with me is, this guy is 5'8". We'd be talking about a whole different dude if he was 6 foot or 6'1". It'd be that running back looking at it, because he runs with a lot of passion. But I just got a weird thing about small running backs. They never just seem to really last in the NFL. They have their time, but they all seem to fade away and end up becoming.
Barkley isn't that tall.
Yeah, he's taller than 5'8".
Oh damn. Okay.
I was gonna say like,
He's taller than 5'8".
the last good one that we seen that was good was probably Maurice Jones,
Right.
or Rice.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, I think we can find the type of running back talent if we. I don't understand what's like. Sometimes when you draft a running back, it starts up like a tussle in the running back thing. Now this dude thinks you just drafted his replacement, and you don't really want to put that in people's face. Sometimes let Swift have some confidence going into the system, have a couple backups, and just let him go. That's how.
Did a good job with us.
But Swift should know that us drafting a backup versus us going out there and spending money on somebody should be far from his worries.
But we're not going to be. But we're not going to be spending. He's the main guy. But when you draft another, everybody sometimes thinks that that's their replacement. It's just a natural thing.
Should he really
like
think
he
that
just
though?
got there?
Yes.
Ben Johnson
Traded him last time. Traded him last
Came from
time.
Detroit with a two-headed monster.
And traded him last time he was there with him to the Eagles.
I'm just
Do
saying.
mind you that when Ben Johnson got to the Lions,
Okay, I didn't
they
know that.
traded
He
Swift
was
to the
still-
Eagles. Swift went over there and he won over there.
Yeah.
But long story
But
short,
they had a backup.
I think what's the name?
I
Will,
think it's
the offensive tackle from
Will Campbell out of
Will
LSU.
Campbell out of LSU. Yep.
How you feel, Steph? Where we going to draft? Say offensive line or somewhere else, you think?
To be honest, this is the year of just building our whole situation for core if we don't go after the running back. So we might as well just start drafting linemen for offense and then finding what we need for receivers. Like, do we know we need some slots? Do we need another tight end? Is our tight end gonna get tired?
got a
Or are we
tight
gonna
end.
make it through? Nah, I'm just saying like a backup tight end.
We just
We
got a
go
backup.
to tight end set.
Yeah, we just got one.
We need a second one.
Yeah.
We just picked up a second one. We have Cole Kmet. We just picked up a second one. I'm saying.
Who?
I forget, dog. That we literally just picked him up. We just picked up a tight end. You can Google it.
Hey.
He's just not like the over the top. You know what I'm saying? He's just a second ten tight end.
Yeah. That,
Okay. So you feel so? You said
O-line.
O-line.
just O-line and
O-line. You said
O-line
O-line.
and
Anybody?
wide receivers.
Anybody you got in particular?
Shit, I don't know. Shit, I don't watch out.
Say that name.
I'm low round draft.
Darren Smythe.
That's who it is. We signed 3 year, and then we got Darren Smythe to a 1 year. That's what we got. Not a big name dude. He's just like a second, like a second tight end. He was a second tight end off the right.
Blocking tight end. Then this is also a deep tight end draft too, and running back draft. So I think
I can see us grabbing one late round, but just not that first round pick. Not in the first round.
Yeah.
This is like he said. This is a very deep running. I can see us
very
grabbing
deep
somebody.
running
But how many Boise State players actually last in the NFL? That's
I
my
mean, I didn't even want to attack that because I don't want to go in. I just looked at a 5'8" running back who has a lot of heart, and I think I've seen that before. I think we can do a little better. That's all.
Boise State known for that. They went undefeated and still didn't have people get drafted like that from that team. So like, all in all, like, I'm sorry, Boise State kind of just don't cut it. Like you're good enough to play us, but you ain't good enough for us to get. Like, you know.
I think looking at certain types of builds of running back can be kind of treacherous when it comes to this draft. You know.
True.
The last draft I saw had the Bears taking the Scatterbo kid in like the 4th round or something like that. The Bo Scatterbo or something. The Headz taking him in like the 4th round. But this is a deep wide receiver. Excuse me, deep running back draft. This is a deep interior line draft. So I think Chicago. I think sitting. If they're smart, man, they should have a really good draft. I think offensive line. I think I would just go ahead and just try to build that offensive line.
These are
I
good
don't
problems.
think absolutely good problem. I mean, Will Campbell, he does have short arms, so a lot of people think he'll be more or less a guard. I like the kid Banks. There's another kid that actually have us drafted. I'm not going to butcher his name and even try and say it, but I think Chicago offensive line. Either way, if we don't go O-line, edge, I think would definitely be the next spot. Taking a running back, I think, would not be smart. Now I think if he was a Bijan Robinson, if he was a Saquon Barkley type running back, I told Chicago to take Saquon, y'all. Dumb. Anyway, I did. I said last year, and I'm like, bro, I literally, I had him on Madden. We won the Super Bowl.
He was close to coming to Chicago. Just know that.
Yeah.
He said he before signing, he was very close to coming to
That would have
Chicago.
helped Caleb a lot. But anyway, but yeah. But yeah, man, offensive line, if not edge. Moving right along, man. LeBron James has scored 50,000 points. Where does this accomplishment rank in the NBA all time as far as accomplishments, personal accomplishments?
I thought about that shit. Basically nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah, basically, if you think about it.
Wow.
Think about Karl Malone. Do you put Karl Malone in the top 10 in their history as far as players? No, he scored a lot of points, but it's not like because he did that puts him in the top 10 or top 15 as far as players all time. So although it's a very good accomplishment, and very few players have gotten to that level, we don't count that as the end-all, be-all as far as the person's overall
Accolades.
You know what I'm saying? Accolades are nice, but as far as your overall GOAT status, it doesn't really bolster it. Because it didn't bolster it for Kobe, and it only bolstered it. It didn't bolster it for Kareem either, because when he was the best player, he didn't have the most points yet. By the time he got the most points, he ain't looking the way LeBron look out here. LeBron is out here still fast and shit. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is in shape like a motherfucker. He doing a little bit more on that floor than what fucking Kareem is doing on a nightly basis. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. So LeBron is LeBron because LeBron is LeBron. But that thing, that's just another something you can put under his belt. But that don't make him the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a longevity award.
He still needs some rings. He do. He needs some rings. Those points is cool.
GOAT debate he do. He don't need more rings at all. Anything before a GOAT debate.
I'm saying for the GOAT debate because right now if you look at it, when's the last time he won his championship? Right now, all the points after that, what do they really mean if you didn't win nothing?
Well, people don't win every year, man.
I feel you, but he look.
That's because you don't play.
Hey, but look what they had. They had he had dominant years. He got 4 rings.
You gotta get you that TV down here.
And he got 4 rings, and people started calling him the king. They was calling him the king before that. But okay, let's think about this. Steph Curry, think about it like this. How are you the king of your era when Steph Curry got 4 right along with you?
We're good.
Because he got to way more finals than Steph Curry.
We're getting sidetracked.
But they won the same amount.
Where does this accomplishment rank? As far as personal accomplishments.
Personal accomplishments for him, that should feel better.
Good.
Nah, he should feel better than an MVP. I give him that. Shit. Cause right now, motherfuckers is trying to catch up to you.
Say Robert Horry.
I say motherfuckers.
Yep, Robert Horry. Y'all are good.
Hey, I'm just saying motherfuckers trying to catch. I say right now. I feel like.
Hey, man.
I'm the go to points. He the go to points. Let's put it like this, because motherfuckers is still chasing him. He could still throw up probably another 10.
He ain't even that.
Nah, he can still probably throw up another 10.
So what would you? So top 10, top 20.
Accolades.
Yeah.
I
Accolades.
don't know how to judge it like that. What other accolades are in the running? If you gave us
right,
30
because you got to put them at where you put them at.
Well, I mean, the first
you got to put them at where
championships and playoffs.
But you got to put them at where you would put them at. You got to put them at where you would put them at in your top 10.
No.
Most points is a flex.
Most points is a flex, but so then Kareem got the whole entire flex until just now. Then, right? So all right then.
Magic was the best player on that team.
But who had the most points?
Would you rank this accomplishment?
All of good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, brother.
All of good.
Where would you rank it, brother?
I say it's in the top 10, but it ain't in the top 5.
That's fair. What would you rank it, though?
It's a top 10 accomplishment. Points get you there, but like I said, Kareem was holding that shit for the longest a long time ago, and we knew any other point after this was going to be record setting. We knew this when he broke that record. So I don't think people gave Kareem that credit when he held it. Everybody was like, well, Kareem got the most points. No, they didn't. Having that most points and winning his longevity, which is just pretty much the accolade I'm giving him, is the longevity word. He's going to have a bar set where nobody can really do that because of how the game is played now.
Right.
Nobody can come straight from high school no more like that. So when you were in here having all these big 40 and 50 point games and shit with Cleveland where you're a young dog, nobody can do this type of shit
Exactly.
no
Got a
more.
nice head
They
start,
said
didn't
next
So you
year
got-
it could
you got a
happen.
nice head
It
start.
could, but as of right now, it's not going up. Guys,
Right.
they can't pull guys out there.
That's
You have
why a
to
lot
do
of
it.
that shit. I ain't gonna say it don't
So,
count though.
But
But
it
that
counts.
Kobe had
But,
that in his favor too.
but
Yeah.
there was something that but his longevity of
Longevity.
it up, because he stays in amazing shape. This guy is, taking care of his body. Like I said, we sit here, I will talk about his name when we talk about achievements and stuff and how I like some of his accolades. Like I said, this longevity, he's never really had like a major injury that's taken him away from the game.
Right.
He stayed in great to amazing condition, even though this man
He's
is
like
really,
one of the greatest player coaches out there.
not only that, but had a really good longevity playing postseason games too. And that's another thing people understand. When you play the postseason, that's like 20-something games down there.
Yeah.
If you're going all the way.
If you're going all the way.
If you're having 5, 5, 5, and 5, nigga, that's right. Nigga, think about it. You know what I'm
Balling
saying?
your
So,
ass up.
You play whole
I
seasons.
like
with
it.
them
So
motherfuckers.
what would you rank? You say top 5?
top 10, not top 5. Top
10.
Top
So-
the other ones, there's some other accolades I need to put up there that has something to do with dominance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'll push back slightly. I would say as far as Kareem, I think Kareem absolutely got his respect. I think that very last game they brought out the throne for him and this and that. I think he absolutely got his respect for the points. I think it didn't feel like that because when that happened, Michael Jordan was ascending at the same time. So even though even though he might have had the all-time points, people were already saying before Michael Jordan even had his first ring that he was the greatest of all time. We've never seen anything like this.
I say Magic and Bird was still in it at that time. They had more of the shine coming doing that. They really took the shine when people were watching them. Mike was just a product of all that at the end. And he really took it away at the, you know what I'm saying?
No,
They had their
that's-
passing of the torch moment.
I'm not necessarily. I'm just saying as far as like Michael and Kareem. That's why it didn't necessarily feel like that because
like that.
because you had a Michael Jordan where people were already yes Kareem has the most points,
Right.
but we see that if Michael Jordan plays long enough, he's clearly
He
going.
looks like the
he-
best.
He transcended the
he's
game.
the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he transcended
but
the game.
that's the only pushback I will have on that. But I will say, I think as far as accomplishments, I will put this fifth actually. I think number one for me, I think is 11 rings with Bill Russell. 2 of them as a player.
Oh, okay, you look
two
at it
of
like that.
yeah,
Okay.
two of them as a player coach. Wilt, 100 points. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
We
Wilt,
didn't see that the first time.
It was
good
close.
point. That's a good
He
point.
was close.
Wilt averaging 50 for a season. I think that's just stupid.
Yeah.
I think this might be high for y'all, but for me, I think this is fucking phenomenal. Russell Westbrook, 4 seasons averaging a triple-double as a guard. I will put that at 4. And then for me, LeBron James, 50,000 points. I think a lot of people don't understand how many points that is. When I looked at it, Kareem, if you include his playoffs, just like the 50,000 with the playoffs with LeBron, Kareem only has 44,000. So that's a whole 6,000 points. And LeBron, like Stubby said, I'm sorry, that LeBron can end up with 60,000 points. So I think that's just, yes, is it a longevity, but the fact that he has played this well and been this dominant for this long, I personally have put in my top 5.
Do you know the top 10 people with the most players or the most points?
Top 10?
Do you know the top 10?
No, off the top of my head.
Top 10. LeBron James, number 1. Kareem, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, Wilt Chamberlain, Kevin Durant, Shaq, and then Carmelo.
And how long was everybody's career?
Exactly.
Well,
and that's why
that-
Mike is killing shit. At this point,
He did it in
Kareem-
the shortest amount of
is
time.
what's the shit.
Kareem and
Your
LeBron
points
had
per
the
game
same-
is what wins you the scoring title every year, not the total points.
Right.
Now look at Mike's motherfucking career points per game, 30. That's including the Wizard years. This nigga's a monster. You know,
He
can
was
we throw
averaging
in
like
this?
25.
Can we throw in
with
this?
the
If we
Wizard
talking about
years.
Russell
No, he
Wilson,
wasn't.
if we talking about
For the
Russell
Wizards?
Westbrook
No, he
season,
wasn't.
He had like 25.
No, he wasn't.
if
What
we
was he
talking
at?
about Russ,
20?
who?
I thought it was like 25.
And as of right now, Kareem has played 10 more games than LeBron.
The last
They'll tell you the games right here.
No, that's what. That's
My
dope.
favorite.
I gave it to him.
My favorite accolade ever is MVP of the regular season, MVP of the finals, scoring champ, and defensive player of the year. That's or all defensive team.
And then
That should happen 4 motherfucking times. All Michael Jordan. Those are my favorite ones because that's the proof to me. That's the end all goal debate ever. He played both sides of the ball to the tune of 9. It was at least 9 motherfuckers in the first team all defense.
but then you
And
also
when you
got
the
to think about
scoring
it like
champ
this.
doing
like
that, when you the scoring champ doing that,
I like that.
you expending a lot of fucking energy out here though.
But this is the
Somebody
key.
else almost did that too.
This is the key thing.
Almost.
Yeah, it was
Almost.
Kings.
But you
It
got to
was
think about it
something
like
weird.
this,
Something
because
weird.
the
Oh,
big
look,
key
he
thing for all
did
these
do,
things is
Hakeem did
they
do
did it
scoring
before
champ
3-point.
and defensive player of the year.
so they were doing
that
all this before 3-pointers. So like
Who?
Kareem,
Yeah.
they was doing it all before 3-pointers.
Yeah.
So you
that's
gotta
But he
like
got the ball a lot because
Right.
there wasn't no 3-pointers.
right.
It was
So
so big they gave the ball a lot.
right. So now
Straight was-
if we take up if we take out the threes made.
I don't like that, bro.
No, I don't like it either. But
But
if-
you're doing it.
No,
you can't,
but-
you can't.
No,
say
I'm
that,
just saying.
bro.
A big accolade that I always thought was big, but don't get enough shine, is having leading the league in most triple doubles.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a huge one. If you could get a lot of triple doubles, I think that's
What
that's
I'm
huge
saying.
to me. Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Triple
saying. That's,
doubles
that's-
and double
that's
doubles,
crazy.
because you gotta respect
As
the
a
people that
guard,
get double
bro.
doubles.
Yeah, it's a guard.
'Cause-
the point guard.
it's a little different when you're a center, I guess, because Joker's always getting this type shit, and B does somewhat decent as that. But as a guard, though, it's like that's a lot.
Like triple doubles will hold
It's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
weight, but
running,
I
a
say
lot of
bring
energy.
out the double doubles too, though. You gotta pay some respect to those people who go out there and do the gritty work, because they might not
Dwight Howard.
always put out like 20, but they might give you a good 10 and 10 with some good defense and some
Yeah,
assists. So
absolutely.
like, should a
Absolutely.
10, and 5 person never hurt anybody.
Absolutely.
Man, shout out to Tony Allen, man. I seen this motherfucker documentary, man. That shit dope as a bitch. Hell
Check it
yeah,
out.
grind something. You seen on YouTube.
I'm gonna check it out. Justin, moving right along. We'll go to football. Back to football, man. Justin Trash Fields. Excuse me.
Put some
Justin
respect on that.
Fields signed with the Jets. Predict his
Step on
numbers.
his Jordans.
Predict his numbers for next season: passing yards, rush yards, touchdowns, INTs, and games played and wins. Justin Fields, how you predict his passing yards, rushing yards, touchdowns? I'll kick it off. Fields' best year was actually his second year. 17 touchdowns, 11 INTs. Caleb only had 6 or 5, I believe, as a rookie.
Yeah, that's right.
Trash. Anyway,
Dumpster fire.
2,242 yards passing, but he did have 1,143 yards rushing, glorified running back, and 8 rushing touchdowns. But he did finish 9th in MVP vote. I'm just fucking. I do fuck with Justin Fields, real talk.
Shit.
Um,
Yeah, I fuck with Justin.
I think this year, Justin Fields will pass for 2,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 picks, 600 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. He'll play 13 games, and he'll have 6 wins.
I said 12 games. I predict this nigga will throw for at least 20 touchdowns. And I feel like he gon' or I say he'll throw for at least 18 touchdowns. He'll run for about 9 to 10 of them. He gonna put up around 27 total touchdowns, at least I think, on this team. You know what I'm saying? With some decent play call. I don't know. I feel like he can get himself out of more trouble than Aaron Rodgers, one-legged ass could last year. But yeah, the passing yards, he goes over 3,000 easy with the passing yards. But I feel like yeah, they don't ask him to throw the ball. They should be losing most every game they play. Why wouldn't they be throwing the ball? Why would you still be running the ball if you losing the game and you don't be losing probably?
He's thrown
Was 2,300 yards, right?
22-42.
That was years ago, man. That was years ago. But the problem is since they asked the nigga to throw more, because I'm pretty sure they will, well, at least in my guesstimation, I'm assuming he gonna throw more picks. So now it's gonna be a career high in picks. And I see this nigga throwing at least 14 of them bitches.
Okay. How you feel, Stuff?
I ain't mad at the 14 picks because I do got him in double-digit picks myself.
Oh, yeah,
I got him for 11 picks.
They're gonna be losing. They're gonna be throwing.
Nah.
He'll throw 11 picks in the second half of games this year.
What's this? What do you do?
Just watch. In the third quarter, they're gonna be losing. Don't keep asking them to throw. I'm sorry, baby. I look at this season different for him.
But you forgetting he's teaming up with one of his old receivers from when he was at Ohio State.
And that's
so
why
like
he's going to throw a couple more touchdowns.
So that's why I put him at 23 touchdowns and probably 2750 for yards.
Okay.
I can do that too. That's unrealistic.
Rushing probably 800 because he ain't gonna have to run as much. No, I'm saying.
He gonna be on his,
he gonna be on his heels. Life. He's gonna be running for his life, but not like that. Like that. It's bad over there, but it ain't bad over there.
Aaron
you know
Rodgers
what I mean?
look bad.
Aaron Rodgers was broken.
Yeah, he had one leg. So
Yeah, the whole time he was broken before he got there. So like, come on, you knew what you was getting when you signed up for it. You knew what you was getting when you signed up for it.
How many yards, man?
800 rushing yards.
Okay.
11 INTs. I say 9 and 7, and he play all 16.
Okay. Right now they have them ranked at 26. Best offensive line in football.
They gonna kill that boy.
We don't know what they drafted yet. We don't know how it's all gonna settle. Like,
and
that's why we making the changes now.
And the Jets absolutely have a history of that. That was a punchline. Moving right along. And where you got them?
Them niggas is gonna be 5-12. Let's keep it a fucking buck. This nigga's offensive line is fucking trash.
Yeah.
The thing about Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers can make a throw in under a fucking second. He can spot a slant and hit that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Justin Fields still takes
27
3.2 seconds to make a decision. If he sits out there, he gonna be running. He cannot sit in that pocket for long. This is gonna be a lot of pressure. This man is gonna throw for 15 touchdowns and have 14 interceptions. This man is gonna have 1,200 yards on the ground rushing, and he's gonna have about 1,000 yards passing. He's going to be running more than he's throwing. This is not going to be a good setup for him. They don't have a running back, and they don't have a decent O-line. And if he drops back and try to hit anybody in that pocket, he's going to get sacked, which means he's going to be running. And he's going to be running a lot over there. And he's going to be running more forward than he is backward. He's probably going to have 5 or 6 fumbles this year, but they're going to win 5 games. It's really going to look just like that. It's not bad, but they just don't have enough to take the pressure off him. Where the Steelers at least had a running back that was decent, that could get at least out, they don't have that.
Yeah, they got a running back.
I thought they didn't win 4 games last year.
Can you grab that?
That's what he's going to win this year. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Can you grab that, bro?
No, I cannot.
Your
I don't
face?
even know my face is still...
Billy Vest just wipe the floor with your face.
Not at all. Not at all.
You just wipe the floor with your face.
Where's the Vest
Like, come on now.
I'm just saying, that's your man.
Everything shows year by year this man has constantly progressed. When has he came backwards? When has he went backwards?
This is the Jets. I'm not blaming him. This is
He
the
got
Jets.
benched for Russell Westbrook.
The whole thing is what I'm telling you is
He was
the
not getting benched for
but
Russell Westbrook.
we're
regardless.
talking about the Jets, though.
Right.
You not putting in the big perspective of what goes on in the Jets, bro. I could tell you 10 years and 10 quarterbacks. They don't have success with the Jets. I'm telling you.
So now, how many games do you think the offense is gonna win versus the defense? Because their
5.
defense is
That's a
still
good point.
decent.
And
5.
they drafted
defense-
the defense.
5. They do, but they're not. They're going to
They
come
lost
into
the
the
point,
thing.
though. They
Okay,
did
they're
lose
going
the
to come
league. They
into a
lost DJ Reed.
situation where they can get stops, but they're not going to be putting up scores like this unless this man is running, because he's not that consistent yet, and they've taken a lot of weapons from over there. That's all that I'm saying.
I feel they got rid of Devontae Adams and shit.
I don't
like
think
that.
Lazar's there either. Not there. He might be gone too.
No,
That's
I
the
think
tight end.
Lazar's still there.
He might be getting up out of there. Is what I'm saying. The guys.
Hey, it
They're
depends
gonna
on.
beat Miami and
Nah, he's still under
That's what I'm
contract,
saying,
isn't
like,
he?
Well, New England.
Because he
defense
had like
is cold
3
now.
years. He
I don't
signed
know.
like
New
3
England's
years.
I thought he had.
Yeah.
Shit.
I thought
think he might
Lazar
have-
signed
yeah.
3 years, so like Lazar should still be there. Adams, he's
Might-
out.
right. I'm just saying they got Wilson, but that's not enough on offense to win games. Is what I'm saying. Especially, it's not enough. It's just not enough.
We'll see. We will see. Talking about offense, man. Juju has surpassed Caitlin Clark for the most points by a player over the first 2 seasons in women's college basketball. But why isn't she getting the same attention as Caitlin Clark? Juju has 1,684 yards. 84
Damn.
points
God damn.
over her first 2 seasons. Her first year she averaged 27 points. This year, with better talent around her, still averaging 24 a game. So why do y'all think she's not getting the same attention?
Shit. Probably because the emergence of that 3, when you shoot in a bunch of 3s, that's what gets the attention right now. Same reason Curry gets brought up in a lot of conversation and shit. He plays poorly a lot sometimes, but when he plays great, everybody's eyeing that 3 ball because that's what looks better. That's what the flashy of the game is. They don't give a lot of credit to the people who go in and do the dirty work, the Al Horfords of the game and stuff like that. The guys that actually go down and get the dirty one, the Bam Adebayos and stuff. The guys that got to dig in and get the the hard work done and stuff like that. They will never get that type of respect sometimes. They get overlooked. That's exactly what's happened with her.
She on a flashier type of game though too. That like it's just all dirty work.
Not at all.
No,
She got bopped, bro.
no, she shoots
She
30.
got that bop in her game.
She was shooting 33%
Dude,
this
Caitlyn
season.
should just be looking sometimes
From the
a little
three
better
ball.
from that 3.
Yeah.
That's all.
She
It just
shoots
looks
33%.
like
Ladies
from
love
the
the long
3
ball.
ball.
That's
That's-
what they say
so
about-
she
that's
takes
what
the
they say about
shot.
baseball back then.
Juju
No,
better.
the ladies
Nah,
love long
but-
ball.
better than Caitlin, my
So
man.
she got a better drive.
it's not that she
game.
not, and we're not disagreeing. I'm just saying
Nah,
it's
it's
the
just-
emergence of that shot. That 3 look better
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
just- People want to see the 3
That's-
ball.
I think
It's
it's.
the
The
deep
deeper
three.
you shoot, the more flashing
Like,
that
yeah.
I
shit
feel
look.
like
You
it's
gotta
like
think about
a
it.
Steph
She's
Curry
more
type
flashier
effect,
than
though.
Angel Reese.
Curry the other day, Curry has not been playing good this whole season. This nigga hit like a turnaround 3 on 2 niggas and shit. And that niggas can't stop talking about that motherfucker.
But, yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Before the half.
everybody loves seeing these big shots like this. The man
dunk
who
is
goes
I
on
think
in,
what it is,
the guy
is
who
that
layup
the more that
packages.
you normalize it though, she's a little white girl. So to see her
That's what I was
doing that,
gonna say, yeah.
it feels very relatable. The same way when you see stuff out there with all these monsters, you know what I'm saying, be a regular looking person
that's what I
and
was
to
saying.
be able to play with the greats,
Right.
but you seem regular. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the beauty of it, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers kind of feel like they can attach themselves to that. Like, most motherfuckers don't like idolize themselves or think about like, well, I could be like Kevin Durant. This nigga's 1,000,000 fucking feet tall and he plays the guard. You know what I'm saying? So
this
when you
nigga's a
see
7'1" shooter. Nigga
Right.
that lights out.
You know what
nigga,
I'm
who the
saying?
fuck
So when
with
you see
it?
Juju doing all of this shit, it's like, yeah, I'd love to be like that. But like, who can be that tall and that nice like that? Like, most
She's
people
6'2".
don't even, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to women, a lot of women are shorter. And it's a lot of short ass white women, man, around this world
But-
that love basketball or little girls and think that they probably won't grow to be very tall or grow to be Juju. But they know that they can probably still play this game because they see.
Right.
I think it's absolutely a racial component to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice about it.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
but
was-
she's
I was
6'2".
absolutely
Juju
right.
6'2".
I was very sorry
Caitlin
about
Clark 6'1". So like we talking about some very, very tall females compared to the average Joe female.
yeah.
So like, bruh, There's
I
there's always some to it, but if we gotta keep it on the game side, her game side is just flashy, but it like her scoring output, like it versus shooting 33% from three. All right, like I know you shouldn't be shooting the three ball that much. Driving is your bread and butter. So drive kick. We're gonna get you to a double situation. But no, they just want to see her score. So all right, so now it's okay for her to take these three balls at no risk. You know what I mean? I could take 6 shots, make one, and still not get yelled at by the coach because you know what? I hit 2 the last game or 3 the last game.
Nah, she green lit though because she
Yeah,
nailing that shit.
She hit that shit.
She nailing that
Nah,
shit.
I give her more clutch moments than just going out there and pulling the regular wide open jumper because facts are facts. You're shooting 33% from 3, my guy. Like, and your field goal percentage is based off of your field goals in the 2 range and your field goals in the 3 range.
And that's cool. But let's keep
But,
it a buck.
like,
but let's keep it a buck.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like
that's what I said.
Yeah, I feel like
we're not being,
No.
we're being disingenuous.
Right.
No,
So,
I
don't
do
want to
too.
say like the angry
Word.
militant, right? But I feel
Word.
like it's what it basically what it is that Hendo actually made a good point that I didn't even think about was at the 3 ball. And yes, everyone loves to see the 3 ball.
Let alone
That's a big part of it. I think also another part of it is a certain type of people in America love to see someone that looks like them dominate in a sport.
What type of people
of
you
a
talking
lot
about?
of people. That can be
For basketball related.
that can be anything because
Anything ball related.
Because you come with seasoning.
Sports
I'm
related.
definitely seasoning, right? Because like when you look at that, right, I think that can be with any race.
Yeah.
There can be the same thing with us in golf when Tiger Woods came into it.
Yeah.
We might not necessarily know a lot about golf, but man, it's sure dope to see this brother dominate.
We know we
in a
got
sport,
half.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing.
I'm just-
If you see like somebody like do well in like swimming, one of us do well in swimming.
Right,
Man,
it's
this
rare
is dope.
days.
So I think it's something natural. It's not necessarily anything bad, but I think there's definitely a part of white America that likes seeing someone that looks like them dominate in a sport. And not saying it's something bad. And so I think that part of it is, even though Juju has a flashy game, she doesn't shoot the 3, the deep 3. It's not even necessarily
It's just the fact she don't shoot it well.
It's just that it's almost kind of expected,
Right.
if that makes sense. Now I think if
That's
it
what I
was,
said.
yeah, it's kind of more or less like expected. She's almost a prodigy.
Right.
Well, we've been hearing about Juju since she was in the 8th grade. Some people probably more than that.
Right.
So I think that racial component, along with CC not only being white and certain people liking that, the fact that she's white and she's nice, like we've all said on the thing, like, bro, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't fuck. Shorty is nice.
Yeah,
Right.
she's
So
She
so
is.
it's like
She's
it's like
balling.
so
But
it's
what
like
was her percentage
I think,
from
so I
3?
think all of that I think is why she got the attention that she got, and it's not to take anything away from her, but I think, man, if y'all have not seen Juju Watkins play, she is phenomenal. She is the total package. She is a guard that is getting blocked. She is rebounding. She can score.
No,
She say no. You say no. But man, we are running late today. We gotta go ahead and get in. Love Juju, man. Love CC. Wish both of y'all the best, man. Can't wait to watch y'all play one another in the WNBA and be on the same Olympic team. That's gonna be dope.
I can't wait to see you hit a 40% from 3 ball. That's what I can't wait. Once you do that,
What are you talking about?
I need to see her shoot a 40% from 3
Why?
ball. Nah,
He got you. You
I'm just saying.
Why?
There you go.
because
She averaged 27 as a freshman.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
What
her
we
3
talk-
ball
what
was
are we
weak.
talk-
So what you say her
She-
average
okay.
3-point
We
percentage
were
was?
gonna do a
30
Cool's Corner. We
32%.
Okay.
You got
That
traded.
was her first year as a
Yeah.
rookie,
Yeah,
right?
and then
Got
her
traded.
second year is
Got traded,
33%
dog.
Okay, listen.
from 3 ball.
NBA shooting guards 36.9. She's only under that. That's the average NBA 3-point shooting in 20 to 24, bro. She not bad, bro.
No, I'm saying
I average the point guards.
Came back in college.
Nigga, 30s, the high 30s is where you want to be. That's not bad, bro. Is what I'm saying. You keep bringing it up like this is bad, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas in professional league is shooting 30-something%, nigga. That's not bad, bro. You talk about you need to see somebody in the 40, nigga. Professional niggas not shooting 40%, nigga.
Curry.
He not hitting that right now, nigga.
Curry.
This is an average amongst the league, nigga.
No, Steph Curry is a
Come on, bro. That's an unreal 33, nigga. That's
Klay Thompson.
and she's in the women league.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's top, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? There ain't nobody in the league shooting that. Come on, dog.
Wow, stuff. But
Professional
moving on,
niggas
man.
not doing this. Like, come on, man.
The newest segment to our show, man, a Cool's Corner, man, where he's gonna tell you about either an anime or a movie you need to check out this week, man. Cool, what you got for the people this week?
So it's called The Wrong Way to Use a Healing Magician.
Okay.
It's actually decent.
Where can they find this at?
You can find it on Crunchyroll. So like, it's about this guy and his two friends that come through.
Okay.
He's supposed to be like not the main character. He's supposed to be atmosphere. So like the main characters are supposed to be the two knights.
Okay.
But he gets brought in on some bullshit because he's holding hands and talking to somebody. And the girl just like happened to look at his hand. They get warped to a kingdom, and next thing you know, they're talking to the king, talking about, you're our heroes. You got summoned from another planet in another atmosphere, whatever. And they were like, we need you to do these 3 things for us. But first we gotta test your magic output. And he made the orb turn green, and that means you have a healing factor. It's rare to have a healing factor and be a fighter on top of it. So like, they're trying to figure out how to utilize them. And there's only one person who knows how to utilize them the best, and she happens to be the first person that ever came through with the healing factor.
Okay.
She's the meanest motherfucker on the planet, though. Nobody likes her. And the last 2 people who had this healing factor died under her. So they couldn't do the training, and they didn't know what to do. Dog is actually figuring out the shit, and he talks shit to the lady. So like, if you like somebody who talks shit, it's rare to like a healer. So like, that's the last person you ever want to play with on a game. Usually, everybody wants to be that person that goes out and gets action, but the healer person also could be the coldest nigga on the team, and this is what it proves.
Okay. And what's the name of it again?
It's The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic.
And they can check it out. You say Crunchyroll?
Yep, on Crunchyroll.
All right, man. And that is a Cool's Corner, man. Moving right along, man. Top 3 winners, really quick. Top 3 winners in free agency and top 3 losers in NFL free agency. For me, I went with number 3, Cincinnati Bengals. They might lose Trey Henderson. And right now, the only person they've signed is Teraday Slayton, defensive tackle, $15.1 million. The Browns, they picked up Kenny Pickett, and their top signing right now is Malik Collins, defensive tackle, 2-year, $20 million. And then the Dallas Cowboys,
Shout out Kenny Pickett.
they picked up Kaylor Elam, cornerback from the Bills, and their top signing was Solomon Thomas, 2-year, $8 million.
Was that your good or bad list?
Those are losers.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, those are
Damn.
losers. Top 3 losers, I think.
Damn, that's fucking awful.
We got
Me?
yeah.
Coming in at number 3, has to be the Bengals right now, because that's probably the most fuck shit I've seen right now. Coming in at number 2 right now, given their whole off-season output, has to be the Cowboys, man. I don't know what the fuck they doing over there. There's a whole lot of goofy shit. I don't know how you helping Dak out. Then
They should be on everybody's list.
I don't know how you blaming Dak, but not giving him no type of weapons. And number 1 right now, let's keep the buck, man. The fucking Packers. These niggas desperately need a goddamn receiver, and they've done everything but go out and get a receiver. These motherfuckers will not spend no goddamn money to get a motherfucking receiver. Listen. No, they don't because the receiver they got hurt, nigga.
Yeah.
So their number one, Watson, was
Got hurt,
potentially
too.
is going to be out for a majority of the season. So what you need to do is have a number one.
No, they doing what they need to do.
No, they can use another receiver.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not do the Trump. I'm not
Keep
disputing. I'm not disputing. But what I'm saying is, for a team who desperately needs a wide receiver to be successful going forward, you definitely are fumbling the bag unless you plan on drafting a really low budget ass receiver to come in.
Actually, I agree with what you're saying. You're saying it wrong. The Packers have wide receiver depth. They have a lot of really good twos and threes. They don't have a legit number one. What they should have did was got DK Metcalf.
Yep. Or try to.
They need a legit. Even Watson's not a one. Watson is a D threat.
He's a B plus.
He's a. But that's why that's why I say they have a lot of good twos and threes. They don't have a number one. That's what they need as a number one.
But what is out here available right now, though, is although DJ Metcalf and we'll say Adams, they all got picked up. They still have potential to look at a person like a Lockett. Or, there's other people out here who can do it, but you could be looking at these guys right now, but you're not doing this. These are guys who could change the whole depth of your offensive schemes and actually get you the production you need to be successful. But you're not even pursuing this. You're not calling these guys. You need to bring these niggas.
Okay, stop helping these niggas.
I'm
You
just
got
saying.
mad at me for calling A-Rod the favorite player. You give
This
these
nigga love that
motherfuckers,
nigga, though. This
giving
nigga
these
was like, nah,
motherfuckers
bro,
compliments. Fuck them.
Bro, I'm just saying. You're not doing what you need to do. Like, you
Keep
you a receiver
doing
with.
it. Keep doing that shit, Packers. I love it. Pick up Stubby in the first draft pick.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Definitely taking the division.
We definitely take the division. But my nigga Rich though, Stub, 3 losers right now in free agency.
Shit, right now, I had to say, shit, the Raiders. I didn't like the
I like
Geno.
that.
I didn't like the Geno Smith pickup.
Okay.
They got 2 little decent receivers, though, they just picked up.
Okay.
They'll have weapons. They'll have weapons.
They have weapons, but also, I do like the Browns, but I don't like the Browns. I still have to put them at my number 2
Okay.
because they ain't doing enough.
Don't have a quarterback yet.
Yeah, that's why I said they ain't
That's what I
doing
had.
enough.
They picked up best they got was Kenny Pickett.
And
What are they
then
looking at? Russell.
shit, my first team I had to be right now. I feel like Los Angeles, because it seems like they're losing.
Which Los Angeles team?
The Rams. I feel like they're losing more than what they're receiving this year out of the whole free agency. So it's just like you're losing pieces, and then like the key piece that you picked up this year is a aging Adams. So like, I get it. I see where you're going for it, but like, is it really gonna work? Because
I think so.
honestly, I would hope so, but I don't think so.
Him next to Puka.
I don't.
You can't double both of them.
Hey,
I looked at the numbers.
I feel like he's losing
I
steps.
looked at the numbers.
He almost had 100.
I actually looked at the
yards,
numbers.
like 100 balls there, so though. Devontae Adams still got some juice.
He had more looks than Coop, but he had 2 more touchdowns or something like that last year. Something roughly like that. And more yards, though.
I think they'll be all right. Winners for me.
I didn't do my.
Oh, that's my fault. Go ahead.
Just real quick, because nobody said the Titans. They always lose and everything.
Fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna say Detroit Lions because ain't nobody said them. They lost a whole bunch of pieces, and of course the Cowgirls. We good.
I like that. Winners for me in this NFL free agency so far. The Denver Broncos. They picked up tight end Evan Ingram, Dre Greenlaw, and the safety Hufunga from the 49ers. I hate to say it, but Dietrich, he'll be happy. The Minnesota Vikings, they signed guard Will Fries to a 5-year, $88 million deal. Defensive tackle Jonathan Allen, 3 years, $60 million. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, 2 years, $30 million to solidify that defensive interior. And then they also got a center in Ryan Kelly at 2-year, $18 million.
So, you know that?
The Vikings.
Okay,
So
okay.
they basically solidified the trenches on both sides of the ball. So that was very impressive. Then of course, for me, number one, the Chicago Bears. Again, Jonah Jackson was hurt, but when he plays, is very, very good. Joe Toney might be the best guard in football. We also got Edge. I don't know how to say the young man's last name, Deo, for a 3-year, $48 million contract. Grady Jarrett, who's been a stud in this league for a long time, 3-year, $43 million. And then we also retained our 10th overall pick. And then on top of that, I feel like we definitely won the coaching race in free agency by getting Ben Johnson, and then he so far on paper has put together a really, really good staff. I think I was more happy about us getting Dennis Allen than I was about us getting Ben Johnson, because I think that's super, super key for a head coach, a new head coach, to have a head coach as his coordinator, because he's able to lean on that person, from what I've heard. So because they say as you become a head coach, there's so many things that's going to get thrown your way that you're not going to know about. This guy's having an issue with his girlfriend, and this is how I dealt with it, and this happened over here. And so I think having that, and I think Dennis Allen has proven that everybody isn't great as a head coach. Some guys are phenomenal defensive coordinators. And I think Dennis Allen, he wasn't a terrific head coach, but he's been proven as a defensive coordinator. So I think the Chicago Bears hit a home run as far as free agency goes. Now that doesn't always turn it into wins, but I think
we got Daryl Taylor too.
Huh?
Daryl Taylor. We
Yeah.
got him too.
Yeah, we did. Who want to go? 3 winners so far.
Shit. I'm going to say, I feel like the Rams. I think getting Matt Stafford back was huge, and then not only getting him back, but then getting motherfucking Adams to pair him up. With the releasing of Cooper Kupp, I think that's huge, because that's basically the same nigga with better route running, a little faster and better hands. They can still do the same things, but their damage could be way off the top. I know this might go under the radar. A lot of motherfuckers might not favor this, but the Seahawks. I think they knew Geno was going on, but getting Sam Darnold on there and then getting a few little weapons around him like they got. I think they even got Najee too, the old running back.
I don't know shit about that team, so I'm gonna keep it.
I think they got the old running back from the Steelers, Najee Harris too, I think, or something like that. They got a nice little running back. They got a decent little core. They have a team that can compete, is what I'm saying. Not only that, but they still have some decent little picks, and they're not, free agency isn't over. But as a start right now, when these DJ Metcalf, Lockett, I think it was decent. I think it was a decent. They're spending some money. They're being active, aggressive in free agency. You kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
And then number one, Bears. The Bears they've done the most solid activity I've seen out of all the teams right now.
Y'all got my list. Y'all got my Bears, of course, the Rams, of course. And I picked the Patriots, man, just because of their defense got solid.
I like that too.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to mention because I knew nobody else to say that shit.
I like that.
Just a free agents.
Stubbs.
Still got draft picks too.
Yeah, man.
3 winners.
They get quarterback or something.
NFL free agency.
Free agency. I'm going with Miami. We're picking up Zach. Low key. That's a good pickup for him, Zach Wilson. And then number 2 would be. They picked up Zach Wilson from the Jets. The one that got benched when Aaron Rodgers came through.
Why was it pick up?
Because Tulula gets hurt and they need a good number 2 backup. Right now, you're getting somebody who was in the same draft class as him, in the same draft round as him. You're still getting number 1 potential. You're still getting first round potential, out of him. So, the only reason why he sat is because he fucked up the first 2 years with the coaching. Well, the first year with the coaching, and then the second year, then the second year, Rodgers comes in. So you only got a real chance at your first year, and then Rodgers came in and fucked up 2 of your years. So you sat on the bench behind Rodgers. So that's not due to any fault of you being a bad player. A better quarterback just came in.
So
So
to be adjusted,
So-
though, do understand Aaron Rodgers only played six seconds of his first season, so that means
Right.
Zach Wilson played the whole
whole-
that season, and then
but
Aaron
then
Rodgers only had
I don't
one
think he
season.
played the whole season because he got hurt.
He got hurt,
And then the backup came in.
but then he came back in.
No,
late.
we just said that Zach Wilson sucked.
No, I'm just saying, like, but he's still a first round.
No, but
He's
it's your
still-
list though.
But he's still a first round talent for like
Thank
he,
you.
for him to come behind Tallulah. Like he'll be able to play
You
those
like, how
games
is that a win though?
because he'll be able to play those games that Tula isn't
You
able
thinking
to.
that he shouldn't be playing none of those games?
I say he's a good backup. No, I'm saying he's a good backup versus having no backup whatsoever. What was their backup's name last year? Alright, so who took those snaps when? Alright then. So now,
backup was Wilson.
That's a
good backup. It's when Aaron Rodgers got
Hey, because you still got Tyreek Hill over there.
No,
Don't you?
He might be hitting.
He might be hitting. He might be hitting, but if they could,
It's totally your list.
no, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's your
like,
list though.
Totally your list.
I'm saying if all the fundamental pieces stay,
Right,
I
you said
yeah.
Miami.
I said Miami, and I'm saying the Commanders because they got Debo Samuels over there. So like
That's
they're making some
I like
changes
Yeah.
That's solid.
over there in the
Yes,
wide
strong
receiver
receiver,
core.
too.
Now he got a automatic number
Scary
one,
Terry.
And they got Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah,
Right.
that's nice.
and then the Bears, of course.
I like that. I actually like that list. I just don't. I'm just not a big Zach Wilson fan.
Now, the only reason why I say it is because he's the ultimate backup right now. Because like every team's got to need a backup, and especially Tallulah.
But that's where the disconnect comes.
Nah,
I don't think anyone thinks him as Charlie Batch.
Hey, he can
Right.
come, like he can come in and keep your season decent. Like you got confidence in him. Like you would have confidence in him versus just a regular
He's
no
showing
name.
us zero
he
things
has.
to make us.
I would have more confidence in Carson Wentz currently than
I would have more confidence in Justin Fields
in
than Justin Fields because Justin Fields has
But-
shown flashes.
But Justin Fields is
We don't know
also
what
a
his
number
ceiling
one
is.
starting quarterback now.
This conversation is making us all mediocre.
Yeah.
Mediocre.
This is beneath me.
This is the most mid conversation ever. Hold on.
You suck.
Talking about
Pause.
motherfucking Justin Fields and motherfucking Zach Wilson.
Nah,
We
I
gotta
just
let this go, man. We gotta let this go.
Gotta let it go. But it's all good. I respect him, man. Zach Wilson. I mean, he wasn't the number 2 overall pick, but he definitely has talent. I think he just has to put it all together.
He just needs the right coach.
Hey, yeah, who's to say, man? He could be Sam Darnold because he absolutely is definitely talented. We just fucking with a cool. But anyway, man, moving right along, man. Not final segment, but 10 questions this week. The 10 most underrated pro wrestlers of all time. Y'all out there, let us know, man. Y'all list too, man. I'm gonna try to run through this really, really quick. At number 10.
Hulk Hogan.
What's that?
You already know.
Give him a body.
At number 10, low key, man, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Brian Pillman, aka Flying Brian. Check him out, man. Who you got?
Shit, I got out of British Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like
My
that.
favorite nigga.
Yeah, British Bulldog with the braids. That was funny. Stubbs.
I'd say Matt Hardy by himself.
Okay. Part of the Hardy Boys. They still wrestling. That's dope. Hendo.
Doink and Dink. Morley Doink.
Like that.
Underrated. 2 good pounds. You can never forget
like
these
that.
motherfuckers. You
I
always
like
gotta say
that.
the 2 because it was like whenever you seen him, you almost seen him all the time. Type
I
shit.
like that.
Underrated.
Number 9 for me, Doink the Clown. Absolutely. That's actually on my list. Doink the Clown. Hands down, Doink.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, Doink was fun.
I got JYD. Junkyard Dog, man.
Ooh.
That was that dude, man.
Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I didn't have. I guess I was such a huge fan. He was never underrated to me. Who you got, Stub?
Goldust.
I like that. I hated Stardust, but I love
Man.
Goldust.
It's weirdo.
Yeah,
He was
super
weird.
weird. Did they? Yeah, I ain't like it.
Nah.
Who you got? Number 9.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Oh!
That punk was about a caveman. He come in like a caveman.
He had,
my list, dog.
yeah, he had that motherfucking flag. He had the big American flag. We had that 4x4. The motherfucker hold it. Oh! That was my nigga Hacksaw. Number 8 for me. Hello, ladies. Val Venus. You had to be there. Val Venus. His stick was, he was a porn star that wrestled. He used to walk up to the ring with a motherfucking white towel on. He'd get right in the middle of the ring. He had a deep voice. He'd look at the crowd and say, "Hello, ladies." Nigga pull out the motherfucking towel, bro. He was jacked, but he was actually a dope ass wrestler though, man. My nigga Val Venus at number 8 for me, man.
I'm going with Hacksaw, man. Niggas on my list. I had a strong debate about this nigga's crib.
Nah, that
Trying
nigga
to tell
was
me
a
how
trip.
popular he was.
He really was at
You know
one
what I'm
point.
saying? So that makes him not underrated though. So it was hard to
Exactly.
put him on the list.
But I kind of, cause like his shit
So-
spiked at the end, and then you never heard of him again. He was like a flare out. You know what I'm saying? So
on
he
my
was
list,
kind of,
so
cause
he
he,
back
like
on
you
the
had to be
list.
there. He never had no longevity. A lot of guys will go 4 or 7 seasons, like Sting, Hulk Hogan, Razor Ramon, even. You know what I'm saying? This man just made it with the WWF. He never made the conversion tip. He was it. If you never, you had to be there.
So he was out soon.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
Like the Ultimate Warrior, quick.
Then he made the.
Who you got,
We've
son?
seen 8 matches out too, nigga.
I'd
That's why I
say
love Ultimate Warrior.
Spike Dudley
Ooh.
out of the Dudley boys.
Okay. Well, Spike. Who you got, Hendo? Number 8.
Ooh, I like that Spike pick.
Me too. Lil
I'm
Wayne.
gonna have to revamp on this, man. I still think Bam Bam Bigelow, man. Bam Bam Bigelow. That nigga was in there big as hell doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
Big as fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
It was like 385.
Yeah, man was crazy.
I was a huge nigga. He was like 6'5", bro.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's like folks on the
Like Booker T hitting the spinner Rooney.
That's really like folks like jumping off the turnbuckle. What is you on, bro?
Real talk.
He's got a little bit of bullshit.
At
That's
number
all I'm
7 for me, super underrated, man. William Regal.
Oh, you
Yeah.
beef for that one.
William Regal, man.
Okay.
Super underrated.
He was on the list.
Yeah.
He's just a little bit higher.
I googled some shit, seeing him on this, but I didn't know who he was. I couldn't fuck with him.
Oh, man. That's
He
that
was a
dude.
dog with the annoying ass British accent,
Yep.
bro. Dog, he came through and
He was such a good heel.
dog, he started off as the heel. That's the bad
All
part.
right, man. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Brock
At this-
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar at this spot. Just because I know he wrestled, but I ain't think he wrestled for that long.
He not underrated.
He ain't underrated.
Nah, he was
That
huge.
nigga was a
Probably
menace.
overrated.
That nigga was that nigga was
Super
overrated, bro. He was a
That-
menace.
But like you told him,
It's your list.
It's
It's
my list.
your list. Go
I
ahead.
got a replacement.
Nah,
Because
go
he ain't
ahead.
even written down.
We don't even want to change it.
I got a replacement. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah.
But he was on my list too.
Yeah.
He was really on my list.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Ricky the
Yes,
Dragon
sir.
Steamboat. I love it.
Stub.
Stub, who you got? Number 7.
Number 7, Big Papa Pump.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that.
He go by many names.
Man,
Original Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Scott
Hendo, who
Steiner.
you got?
What number?
Number 7.
Number 7 with me. I'm about to go ahead and get my guy Goldust in there real too.
I like that.
Okay.
I had to give him a little higher spot.
Number 6 for me, man. This going. I'm old, so I'm old here for real, man. Especially when it comes to this wrestling. Badass Billy Gunn. One half, remember, it was Badass Billy Gunn, and then it was Road Dogg. But Badass Billy Gunn, this dude is 60. Jack, still wrestling to this day. A little known fact about Badass Billy Gunn, they had the Road Dogg talking about him, and he said he is a man's man. He said this guy got a scholarship to go to college for riding bulls.
Goddamn.
True fucking story.
How the fuck did that happen?
Dog.
They have no scholarships for this?
Dog. For riding bulls. Like he said, he's an absolute specimen, man. Go
I can
look.
see it.
Go look at
Probably.
Badass Billy. Go look at Badass Billy Gunn.
Texas?
You
I
gotta.
think so.
This is northern place on earth.
Yeah, bad
Hey.
boy.
He said, "Where is this, Texas?"
Yeah, Badass Billy Gunn, man.
Texas,
Number
you
6.
can get a lot of
Number
scholarships
6 or
out
something.
there. Shit.
Who you got number 6?
I got Coco B. Well.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the old niggas that I see.
I like that.
Really
With
know
the
a whole
bird.
bunch of them.
I felt that. Big ass macaw.
Yeah, dog. Coco B. Well.
Who you got, Steph?
You know what I'm saying?
All types of version of mankind.
I don't know.
Hardcore champion.
I don't know. See,
He was the
but he's
hardcore
a-
champion.
But he's a legend.
He's not
Yeah.
underrated,
Like,
bro.
no, he's like.
Hey,
I don't think that's underrated.
You
Like,
talking
he-
about, and that's his most popular version. You could have
That's
said
Mickey.
Dude
No,
Love.
I said all types of versions of him. Because, like, you
get
gotta
it.
think about it. He had to turn heel to come back sometimes, or he just had to stay as mankind.
But he
Cactus
had
Cactus
such
Jack.
a
Like, he had-
longevity in
Right.
the league. Like it's hard to like say that. You
That's,
know what I'm
that's, that's
saying?
your list, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
right.
list.
But,
I
like-
would, respectfully, I would disagree. But
Now, it's
that's
just
your
like all the time when he wins, you always think there's gonna be a double, triple cross in that situation. So, like, when have you ever just felt good about knowing that mankind made it out of a no holds bar for the undisputed belt? Well, not the undisputed belt, but what
He
was
just
the
amazing
hardcore?
heel.
Nah,
So-
for the hardcore championship, 24/7. So that means no matter what, no matter where, and the man won it like 9, 8 times. So like, how many times did he actually go for it? He went for it a lot. So like, he had a lot of success. But I'm talking about like on his own doing his thing. Like, he's more known for going for the hardcore championship versus going for the actual championship.
I understand that. That's fair.
Nah, man, when they get quiet, they ain't fucking with that shit. Niggas thought that shit was debatable. They're yelling and screaming right now.
That's
Because anybody who
That's
goes
true,
after the
that's-
hardcore championship versus going after the actual championship,
All right, you said it
They-
3
they-
times. We good. We
no,
got it.
they should
We
just
got it. No, we got it.
that
Go
should
ahead.
just mean a
We
lot
got it. We
more.
said,
You know
what's
what I mean?
number? Next number 6 on who? Me? Number 6?
Number 6, B.
You know,
It was number 6.
For
That
me?
was number 6.
Yeah, it's number 6.
Bob Backlund.
Oh, Bob Backlund.
Motherfuckers don't remember the cross-face chicken wing.
Bob Backlund, yeah. That's
Yeah,
old
Bob
school.
Backlund.
It's old school. Yeah,
Right.
old
But that's
school.
why it's good.
Yeah, old
Yeah,
school.
because I don't know this.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 little, big scenes coming in. A lot of them were older, like in the 80s, and he had made a
No,
little
no,
break.
no. Bob Backlund, no, you're a legend, bro. We're talking about 70s, dog. He's a legend.
But that's what I'm saying. He had his little times. He came
He's a
back.
legend. Yeah, Bob Backlund, that dude. Definitely don't see talked about enough. So Bruno San Martino, so many guys. Number 5, Arn Anderson, man, part of the 4 Horsemen. He was actually Ric Flair enforcer. What a great dude, man. A lot of people talk about Arn Anderson. He was one of them guys like Hulk Hogan who didn't want to put people over. And wrestling, putting people over is basically saying, like, okay, you're going to beat me. Hulk Hogan didn't want to do that. Arn Anderson was the complete opposite. He had no problem with putting a younger guy over. So Arn Anderson, man, super underrated, man. Number 5 for me.
Okay, shit. I got Kevin Von Erich.
Oh. One of the saddest movies I ever saw, The Iron Claw. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out, man. It's about the Von Erichs.
Shit, for me, I had to say The APA, I actually like those.
One of my favorite tag teams of all time. Bradshaw and Farouk. Farouk, my probably top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. Him, JYD, and I don't know who else. Who you got?
Iron Sheik.
Probably Big Cat, huh?
Yeah.
Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Great pick.
He's a menace.
He was such a villain.
I don't think he's necessarily underrated, but I like the fact he gets some shine, bro. I fuck with the Iron Sheik, bro.
I feel like he don't, because like I feel like a lot of guys were able to transcend a lot of generations of wrestling. Like he had his little high, he never came back. He said, "Fuck this shit."
He had other Iron Sheik shit to do. You know?
Shit, Sting did 40 years. Hulk Hogan did 35 years. Razor Ramon did 22 years. I can keep going, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, some niggas was putting in work. These niggas, they have a very
Limited window.
very small window of period of time where they was wreaking their little havoc. Get the fuck out.
Okay, I got you.
They did them. Get the fuck out. It was
I
it.
fuck with Iron Sheik.
Number 4 for me, I went with Big Boss Man. Don't think he get enough credit at all.
Nah, he don't. And he was one of them niggas that really did his thing and got the fuck out too.
Big Boss Man.
I like that. Him and Bam Bam Bigelow was like the same nigga to me. There was 2 niggas did their thing, got out. I like that. That's a great pick. That's a great
I
pick.
got a Ravishing Rick Rude.
God damn, I love that.
Yeah.
That was my nigga. That was my nigga, bro. I fucked with dude, bro.
I'm talking about him.
I like that. I really like that one. God damn it.
I have to say Edge.
I feel you. Yeah. No less. I like that. No, I like that.
He a legend, bro.
That's
He
what I
a
felt like.
legend.
That's what I felt like
He
too.
a legend.
He a legend, but like
He was
compared
the
to
first
all
one to
the
start
other
the spear.
legends, huh?
He was the first one. I shouldn't say the first one, but he was kind of populated the spear.
Yeah.
That's shaky.
Who
That
else
shit-
did it?
Goldberg,
He came lose before Goldberg.
Edge.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
What the?
Edge is younger than Goldberg, man.
Okay.
Hey, that's your list. Go ahead.
You might go ahead. I remember Edge coming on Raw. He
Goldberg
premiered on Monday
was
Night Raw.
when it was WWF, like way back in the
That
day.
was Raw was still WWF.
Yeah, but nah, it became WWE Raw too.
Goldberg was a WCW.
Yeah, and that's when it was versus WWF and
Right,
stuff
Monday
like
Night
that.
Nitro, I know.
Like, yeah, all that was before it
I'll-
became Raw.
That's my fault. Go ahead, bro.
What number was that?
That was number 4. But you got Edge.
Yeah,
I like that.
but I thought it was number 5.
No, that was 4.
4.
Yeah, that was 4. Number 4.
It's perfect.
Oh yeah, Kurt Hennig. Perfect flex, man. I love that. Did you say your number 4?
Yeah, I went already.
Okay.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
That was Ravishing Rick Rude, man. I just beat a match with him on 2K24. Number 3, he actually has the Ultimate Warrior painted on his ass. This shit is hilarious. Number 3, for me, I went with Sheldon Benjamin.
It's tough.
Super underrated.
That's tough.
Super underrated, man. Super underrated. Sheldon Benjamin, man. Absolute athlete stud. Who you guys? Number 3, Bills.
Shit, I got Jake the Snake, man. The nigga had the snake.
Yeah. I felt like he was just he was always a good heel though. You could never really
You know what I'm
thought
saying?
he was actually having niggas take them bites.
Yeah, this scary dude. He had to be at his python for some reason.
Super underrated.
Cobras.
Oh, fuck it was.
And they had no fangs.
Damn.
No venom. No,
Yeah.
they had fangs. No, they had fangs. They had no venom sac. They had
Yeah, it was
devenomized
snake.
the motherfucker. So you'd actually get a real bite. The
Yeah.
niggas would really bite you, but it had no venom in it.
Right.
The venom sac's gone.
I don't really
You
believe
set them
it.
niggas up right in your face and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, niggas was hot about that shit,
Y'all
nigga.
got
They
me
had a nigga bite them in their shoulder, by their face. I remember one time they caught the nigga in the cheek and shit. I was like, man, fuck
I'd be
all
ready
that.
to
Yeah, I'm
box.
trying to tell you.
Hey,
The snake bite.
shit, when
What
they
you
cut,
got,
when they cut you that check,
Nah.
your ass ain't gonna be ready to cash it.
Oh, man.
The only reason he's underrated is because people ain't gonna talk about him no more like that.
Some bullshit.
Kinda. But Chris Benoit.
Mm.
At
Oh, yeah.
yeah, especially
I
after
always
the
like Chris
shit that
Benoit.
Yeah.
after the shit that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna go back and actually be like,
As a wrestler, he was doing, but we just knew who he was on. Let's be honest.
yeah, but he only had 2 championship belts. He was more international champion.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he wasn't like
That's actually a good pick, bro.
Sound good to me because I don't know this nigga.
Yeah, Chris Benoit was that dude.
He was
No,
the
no,
crossface killer.
Yeah, shit. Sound
Yeah,
good to me.
He'll make you tap. That
Yeah,
was
that
his
was
thing.
this thing making you tap. Crossface. It's locked in. Oh my God, it's locked in. That was hilarious. That's what that nigga used to say. He's went mad. He won't let go. Jesus Christ, you're gonna kill him.
You're all crazy. I was like, damn, I got the nigga looking mad.
Who you got number 3, Hendo?
The 1, 2, 3 kid, man.
That is old school. That you don't know wrestling if you don't know the
I
1,
give you
2,
that.
3 kid, man.
Sure don't know.
It's Xbox.
Xbox.
But he started out as just a
1, 2,
jobber.
Yeah.
And he beat like he was just like you okay, remember as a kid you had wrestlers who had entrances and then sometimes you'll turn the TV on and like it'll just be a motherfucker in the ring. Like this is Omar Funches. And then the actual good wrestler would come out, he have his whole entrance. He was just a nigga that was already in the ring when the TV came on.
Oh, damn.
And he happened to be the good wrestler. But nobody could remember his name. So he's the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Oh,
Because
God damn.
they was like 1, 2. Oh my God, he won. What's the guy name? He's
1,
the
2, 3
1,
kid.
2, 3 kid.
Because I ain't with
Great fucking pick. I love it. He's a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, I know.
Like 2-time Hall of Famer, which is
But
crazy.
he underrated because nobody really think
Super
about that
underrated,
motherfucker.
bro. He actually is China. Remember China the wrestler?
Yep.
It's her boyfriend.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
In real
It's her
life.
boyfriend in real life. Yeah.
damn.
Super toxic. Number 2.
As hell.
Yeah, it works. It wasn't a punchline.
Oh, wow.
She showed up to the wrestling match, beat her.
That's how they got down was
Yeah, that's how they
wrestling.
got down. Yeah.
What the fuck?
He had a black eye, she had a broke nose. It was
Loved it.
love.
It's a great,
They love
great
that
night,
shit.
I guess. Number 2 for me, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat does
Yeah.
not get enough credit, man. I put him up high, man. I'm not Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Hall of Famer.
I got Rowdy, man. Rowdy Piper.
Can't
man.
go wrong. Can't go
You know what
wrong.
I'm saying? In my mind, famous.
Yeah.
Straight
He's
up.
actually in a movie too, an alien movie. How do I still remember that? I don't know.
My last
But you
two
can
got
put on
annoying,
sunglasses,
That was
you
dope.
can see him.
Yeah, I love that shit.
remember
Shit real shit.
Him and the black guy
Yeah.
from Gargoyles.
She was amazing.
My fault.
Good.
My last 2 got annoyed, y'all. So I'm finna hurry up.
The lip's been annoying, but go ahead.
Shane O'Mac.
Okay.
I'm about to say something.
Okay, that ain't bad at all. I fuck with Shane O'Mac because he always got Jordans on.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with him. Hendo, who you got number 2? That's a good pick, son.
It will always be my number 2. Psycho Sid, man.
Yeah.
Psycho Sid. Don't get enough, nigga.
Bro, you gotta play you play as that nigga on WWE.
Oh, that nigga used to be one of my favorite
Bro.
motherfucking guys, bro. That nigga would just snap, nigga.
Bro,
that
he
nigga
is-
come in, bro. This nigga was like 6'5", 6'4", big ass shoulders. Nigga come in,
Fuck
put a nigga in the
no.
per-
Fuck no, bro. Psycho 6'9".
6'9"?
Yeah,
Bro, this nigga's
nigga.
huge, bro. That's-
Bro, on the game, nigga, he moved just like him, slow as shit.
Bro,
like,
this nigga's used.
that's
this nigga,
a great. That's
he don't
my
get enough, but he was a menace.
Super
He was a
underrated,
pure
bro.
menace. He used to have Paul Hogan
Super
on triple
underrated,
sometimes.
bro.
And he was like, man, I wrestle.
Yeah, bro.
Because you could keep right up with this nigga. He's
Dog,
like, man, I'm
he's
worried about this
super
nigga.
Underrated, bro. And man, because I never understood why I fucked with Kevin Nash, but I didn't understand why Psycho Sid seemed like he didn't get that same credit that Kevin Nash got, bro.
I felt the same way.
And I got a twofer.
One was easier to work with.
I got
Nash.
a twofer right now, man. I'm not cheating.
Oh,
I'm
he
not
worse
cheating.
than I am
You
right
normally
now.
do this.
I'm not
He's started
cheating.
this cheating
I'm not
shit.
cheating.
He said he started this.
But I
OG
gotta
is
show
cheap
some
shit.
love to the brother, super underrated, New Jack. Check out New Jack. If you don't know who he is, Google him, man. Check out his matches. To me, it was a tie with New Jack and super underrated. A lot of people never heard of this man. Big Cat Ernie Ladd. 6'9", 290 pounds. Was drafted by the Chicago Bears in 1961 with the 48th overall pick. Check this shit out. 4-time Pro Bowler. 3-time All-Pro. He only played in the NFL for 8 seasons. So he was an absolute dog. Hall of Fame in 4 different wrestling organizations. 25 championship belts. 8 tag team titles. And has wrestled everyone from a young Andre the Giant, Bruno Sammartino, King Kong Bundy, Kevin Von Erich, Terry Funk, Bobo Brazil, Gorilla Monsoon, and many, many more. Go Google Big Cat Ernie Ladd. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was even the president or the owner of one of the territories. But Big Cat Ernie Ladd was a stellar stud in the NFL and then had a Hall of Fame career as a pro wrestler, man. Check him out. One of the greatest heels of all time. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Got too many names.
Since he gets 2, you get 2.
There's too many names. I don't like
I
it.
got 2 then too.
Don't roll all the time, right? No bullshit. No, I'm gonna go with Vince McMahon. I'm gonna go with a motherfucker who, you know what I'm saying, held together, man, sticks and glue. You know,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I like
See.
that.
Jump in there too.
I was right there with you, but I also got it though since he got 2. What's his
No, you
name?
cheating too. You know,
Yep.
just give you permission to just willy-nilly.
What's his name? Joe Brown?
Judge?
No, dog with the dreads.
Who?
Big dog with the dreads that came out in the
Booker
one piece. He had the black boots, the black one piece. He looked like Mark Henry damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Only Joe Brown I know is Judge. Is the judge. I don't know.
Who was he with? While you doing that, Hendo, who you got number 1?
Shit, I wanted to break it down to a 2-piece too. I'm gonna say
Y'all
that.
niggas ain't shit.
Hey, this is where we going with it. I ain't know this was an option. But I'm gonna go not. I'm gonna go 1B, Junkyard Dog.
Okay.
1B gotta be the Junkyard Dog.
Okay.
1A,
I can't say.
Owen Hart.
Okay.
I like that.
Owen Hart, man.
I like
Owen Hart
that.
was really a dog. He was a menace at that time.
Yeah.
I think he would have one of the lengthiest careers we be talking about because he was already coming up harder than Brett was, and you know.
That sucked. Yeah,
So
I
shout
like
out
that.
to Owen, man.
Shout out to Owen Hart. I like that. Stuff.
American Gladiators.
You forgot who it was?
American Gladiators.
Nah, he looked it up and he found out there was nobody.
D'Lo Brown, my bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say D-Lo, but he didn't have braids. He didn't have dreads.
It's a whole separate Google.
That nigga was shaking his
I
head too much.
just watched
Yeah.
D-Lo Brown 20 minutes, not even nigga, 20 minutes before you got here.
Yeah,
I was watching him on the watching. I fuck
Yeah,
with
he
D-Lo
shook his
Brown.
head too much at that because he always
Yeah,
shook his
exactly.
head.
He was always shaking his head. He was
That
bald
nigga-
head, light skinned nigga.
My
I
soul.
know exactly what he looked like. He was a part of Nation Domination.
That
I
nigga
fuck
was
with
nice.
wrestling, bro.
That nigga was nice.
I figured that's what you was talking about when you said dreads. I'm like, man, that ain't D-Lo. I don't know who you talking about.
Nah, that's my bad.
Then I thought you might have been R-Truth.
Nah, but there's another dude. He
That'd
black
be 3
as hell.
people, man. Hold on. You can't do 3.
Nah, dog, black as hell.
Okay.
He had dreads.
That's R-Truth you probably
tiptoeing.
talking about.
That's a third person. You need to just
I find it
You
like.
just-
I'll find it like. I'll find
Hey
it like.
man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Bills, peace out to you people. What time it is?
Trade yourself.
Trade yourself. It's how we end every episode, man. It's basically a nice way of telling somebody F you. It can be your wife, your co-worker, you know what I'm saying, one of your kids working your nerves. Please don't cuss them out. Let's look out on your face and say, you sir, man, you need to trade yourself. Now, we normally try to keep it with sports figures, Brett Favre, the welfare queen, Mike Malone, Devin Nuggets head coach. But this week, Bills need to trade themselves.
Trump.
Man,
That's it.
that's gotta hurt.
That's it. That's all.
Hendo, who need to trade themselves this week?
Shit, man. I'm trying not to pick on these niggas, man. The Bengals, goddamn, man. That's too much money to be spending on 3 niggas, man. I'm sorry.
That's gotta hurt.
They doomed.
Stub, who need to trade themselves this week?
Whoever stole my credit, nigga.
Huh?
Yeah. So my identity got stolen.
Oh, what?
And
The cool or the stubby?
the government.
That's gotta hurt. That's weak as hell.
Weak as hell.
You
Like-
good though?
That's gonna take forever.
Oh, nah, they in the middle of doing this whole situation of
it's gonna be
bankruptcy.
about a year.
Like, they about to clear up my whole credit and shit. Because, like, 2 credit cards ended up in 2 different states that I never lived.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
When you do your taxes, you're gonna probably have to have a number and stuff. That happened with my wife for fraud.
Yeah.
Every year they send her in the mail. You got it. You get this fucking mail.
Yeah.
And it's a certain number that the government give you in order to know that like it's you.
Yeah.
And it has to match. If you don't, nigga, you got to wait another 6 to 8 weeks to get that mail in order to do your fucking taxes.
Yeah, it'd be a
Yeah,
whole
that's
slap to the
weak.
face.
And they better
Wow.
use your 800
Taxes.
credit score back.
Yeah, for real. I heard that. Who need to trade themselves this week? Yeah, man. Trump, man, and Elon Musty, man. Trade y'all self, man. Y'all know what y'all doing, man. Y'all trying to whitewash everything. Like, that is super whack, man. But, hey, man. Y'all keep doing y'all. It's not going to turn out well. But, yeah, man. Trade yourself. You and Musty. I don't know what his little goof ass be on. But, anyway.
It was Mark Henry.
Yeah, Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, strongest man in the world.
But underrated.
Super underrated. But yeah, man, we gotta. If you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area, man, Jackson Plaza, check it out, brother. Focus, man. He got a great store over there. Breath of Fresh, retro sneakers, clothing. He also does great shoe detailing there. Tim's, whatever you got, house shoes, clean it all, man. And then also JV, Fifth and King, man, the closet, man. Another spot, retro kicks. Man, you don't have to go on eBay anymore on La Crosse, man. Shop here, shop black owned, right here, local. And then Saturday night, man, a little chilly outside. You might want to, you know what I'm saying, cuddle up, listen to some good music, man. Might play some cards or something like that. Download that app, Bump That Radio. Our brother DJ Manuel trying to bring radio back like how it used to be, man. Man, as always, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share, tell a friend, and tell a friend. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Old Heads episode 138 is in the books. I'm going to let these brothers do their outros. We out of here.
Yeah.
It's the man Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man who be smoking that stuff. Make sure you go on YouTube and you like and subscribe.
Yes, don't be dusty, man. Don't be like musty, man.
I said dusty musty. Don't be
Dusty musty,
man.
Don't be like dusty musty.